Kinkakuji.
Welcome to Kinkakuji Temple. Kinkaku means Golden Pavilion in English. Let me tell you a little about its history. The land where Kinkakuji stands today was once a villa owned by Saionji Kintsuné, a high-ranking court noble, in 1397, Ashikaga Yoshimitsu. The third shogun of the Ashikaga shogunate built the Golden Pavilion as his retirement villa. This was about 100 years before Christopher Columbus discovered America. So this place has two layers of history. One is a noble's villa, and another is the famous Golden Pavilion Temple.
チケットを買う。
Now that I'm back, here's your admission ticket. Many people keep it as a lucky charm. For example, if you put it above the entrance of your home, it is believed to invite happiness and protect your household.
鏡湖池と衣笠山。
Now, let's walk around the garden. This is a stroll-style garden and also a borrowed scenery garden. Look over there, that mountain is Mount Kinugasa. Kinugasa means silk shade when it snows. The mountain looks like it's covered in white silk. It's very beautiful in winter. The Golden Pavilion is a truly beautiful sight. When you look at the pond in front, you can see the reflection of the building in the water. That's why this pond is called the Mirror Pond. It's a very popular place to take photos, and many visitors enjoy capturing the view from here. If you look closely, you'll notice that there are a few small islands in the pond. The island in the center is said to symbolize Japan itself. Look over there at the edge of the pond. This pond existed even during the Saionji family's time, but Yoshimitsu made major changes. The most noticeable was how he changed the shoreline. Before, it was a suhama, or natural sandy shore, which was a traditional feature in Japanese gardens. But Yoshimitsu replaced it with large rocks to clearly shape the shoreline. This was actually the first Japanese garden to use that kind of stone shoreline design.
金閣寺の3階建設名。
Now, let me tell you a bit about the architecture of the Golden Pavilion. This building has 3 floors, and each one is built in a different style. The first floor is built in the style of Heian period aristocratic homes. This reflects Shogun Yoshimitsu's admiration for the elegant lifestyle of the nobles from that time. He likely used this floor to welcome his guests in a graceful setting. The second floor follows the style of samurai residences. The ceiling is beautifully painted, showing that beauty was also a sign of power. Important guests were probably entertained on this floor. The third floor is built in the Zen architectural style. This is where Yoshimitsu is believed to have practiced Zen meditation. The roof is covered with wooden shingles, which is typical for traditional Japanese buildings. Yoshimitsu enjoyed 3 different ways of life in this one building: the refined life of a noble, the disciplined life of a samurai, and the spiritual life of a Zen practitioner. This pavilion reflects the wealth and culture of his era, and also it symbolizes how Yoshimitsu had control over all 3 groups in society. About 20 kilograms of gold leaf were used to cover it. He also gained great profit through trade with the Ming Dynasty in China. So in a way, the Golden Pavilion was his way of showing his success and power. And if you look at the top of the pavilion, you'll see a bronze phoenix. In Japan, the phoenix is a symbol of happiness. It is said to descend from the heavens to bring blessings. The phoenix adds even more elegance to this already stunning building. It almost feels like a dream. The original Golden Pavilion was burned down in 1950, but it was rebuilt in 1955.
松の木の船。
Let's keep going. This pine tree is very old, more than 600 years old. It's said that Yoshimitsu, the shogun, planted it. The shape looks like a sailing boat. It faces west, which is the direction of the Pure Land in Buddhism and also the Golden Pavilion and the Mirror Pond. People say this boat is going to paradise.
小さい小川。
Let's move on to the next. This stream continues upward. Here is a small spring called Jinguzan, or Silver River Spring. Yoshimitsu used this water to make tea. Now, let's walk uphill a bit. This area supplies water to Mirror Pond. Ashikaga Yoshimitsu chose this place, Kitayama, as his villa for a special reason. The key to that is the water.
銀鼻水。
Next to it is Gankasu, or Big Rock Water. He used this water to wash his hands.
龍門の滝。
Now we are at Ryuman Waterfall. Ryuman means Dragon's Gate. There's a Chinese story that says a carp, a fish, becomes a dragon if it can jump over a waterfall. The dragon is a symbol of power and success. That's why this waterfall has this name. Look at the stone shaped like a fish. It shows that idea.
安民宅。
This upper pond is called Enminsawa. It already existed during the Saionji family's time. In 1244, when the original temple here was built, there was a serious water shortage in Kyoto. Even nobles couldn't build gardens because they didn't have enough water, but Enminsawa was always full of water. That's because the mountain behind us, Mount Daimonji, collects rain. Some rainwater flows underground, and some becomes a stream. Both feed into this pond. Anmin means peace for the people. When local farmers suffered from drought, the water gate here was sometimes open to give them water. That's how this pond got its name. This temple has two ponds, Anminsawa up here and Mirror Pond below. Mirror Pond is large and beautiful, drawing visitors' attention. Anminsawa is more modest, but it plays the important role of supplying water. Together, they show both beauty and function.
白蛇の塚。
Over there is a small stone pagoda. It's called the Kyuja no Tsuka, or White Snake Mound. In Japan, white snakes are seen as gods of water. This pond never dries up, and people believe the white snake protects it. Because white snakes are rare, they are considered special and holy. We